Well, hey friends, this weekend I just got back from a trip down to Austin, Texas. It was a great trip. You know, that's my old stomping grounds. It was good to be back and see some familiar faces. But guess what? You know, by the time I left and came back, the world has changed yet again. And I knew that I would feel disingenuous if I didn't talk about everything that went on with George Floyd, what went on with Breonna Taylor, what's going on with these protests. Because if you're like me, you are kind of right now watching everything going on and thinking, okay, how do we navigate this? How do we process everything being talked about? And so that's what I want to talk about today. And you know, I don't have a lot to say, because personally I'm realizing that I have a lot to learn and a lot to listen to right now. But one thing I do know is this: racism is still real and it's still serious. Now, a lot of you listening to this are like, Ryan, that's obvious. We know that, right? And that's what I love about your generation. Gen Z, you all are aware of problems that have been kind of ignored for a while. You're aware that racism is a problem, but unfortunately, when I was your age, when I was a teenager, I don't think I took this problem as seriously as I should have. I grew up in the South, and there were definitely things that I saw and things that I heard that I didn't take seriously because I didn't take the problem of racism seriously. I remember things that were said in my school and in my locker room about other people in our school, about people on my team that were very racist, very offensive. And I regret that I didn't take them seriously. I didn't think much about what they were saying because I didn't take the problem of racism seriously. And boy, do I wish I had. My hope for you is that you don't make that same mistake, that you understand what I didn't at the time, that this is a problem. It's still real and it's still serious. And the only other thing that I would recommend to you, if you're wondering how to navigate what's going on right now, is listen and learn. So often in life, we draw from our own experience. And we say, this thing isn't real because I've never experienced it myself. I think for us, if you are like me, a middle-class white American who has never experienced racism, maybe it's time to learn and listen to people who've experienced it. Listen to their stories. Read some books that maybe we would have never picked up before. There's a great movie out right now. It's free on Amazon Prime, and I think you can get it on YouTube for free. It's called Just Mercy. I watched it the other night, and it was so amazing, so revealing. And what's most revealing of all about this movie, it's a story of a man, an innocent man, who was sent to death row simply because of his race. And what hit the hardest for me was that everything that happened in this movie happened the year before I was born. And so if you don't know where to start, if you don't know what to read, if you don't know who to talk to, I would highly recommend that you start with that movie. It's a great movie. It's only a couple hours long. It's got Michael B. Jordan in it, great actor. Not only is it very informative, it's a genuinely good movie to watch. So please, I would say definitely start there. The movie is Just Mercy. So I'll finish this off with some guidance from Scripture. And a passage I'm finding a lot of guidance in right now is James 1:19, where James, the brother of Jesus, tells Christians this. He says, let's be quick to listen and slow to speak. If you know me, I'm often quick to speak. I love to talk, probably too much. But when it comes to racism, to something that I don't have experience with, to something I don't fully understand, I'm going to choose to be slow to speak. And instead, I'm going to listen to those who know more than me, who've experienced more than me, and hear their stories and hear what they have to say. I hope you'll choose to take that same posture, because I think that's the posture that Jesus wants us to take right now.